And welcome to another stream of Being the Beacon with Dark Maestro, the leader of the Army of Light, tis I, Mr. Maestro himself. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Hope you guys had a wonderful week. A wunderbar week. Those are always the best kinds of weeks. I just flew back from California yesterday. That's right. So I don't know if you guys remember. Last stream, talked about traveling, and it happened. I've got a bunch of people in the chat today to start. Yeah, both had Love Cats and also Not Angel waiting in the wings before the pre-stream even started. So thank you for that. Appreciate you guys. Got Barley, 3 raccoons in a trench coat. That's almost like trash, but it's trash. I love it. Got Mr. G-Fin there, and then also Mrs. Caffeine herself, the coffee lady, holistic cake and bass guitar and burritos. He made it, and I am very happy too. This is good. All right. Yeah, so Love Cats, you were here. Yeah, I said that. I said you and Angel were here in the very beginning, and it was awesome, and I'm very thankful. Yeah, so, the flights. I took Southwest Airlines. You know how we have the firework shulker box named as Want to Get Away? Well, it's because I love flying Southwest, because all of their baggage is free for the first 2 bags to check in. You don't have to pay for it. It's nice. Very nice. Yeah, so Walmart sent me out there. They put me at this nice hotel over in Rancho Cucamonga at the Hilton over there. And I had a suite for a room. Like, it was nice. It had its own dishes, which I didn't use at all. But, hey, you know, the thought was there. Yeah, so I went out to go help another facility. And so it's been a while since I've actually been sent to go help someone that was they were just struggling. But I don't know if you guys remember, last year I was sent out to Atlanta a few times to go help out a Maricold facility out there that was struggling. We had recently stood up to help out on our Sam's business. So this one is Lineage. And, oh, Absolute Clueless. Say in the chat there too. Nice. Very nice. And I'm absolutely happy about that. Yeah, so they sent me out there, and so they went to One Atlas just a couple weeks ago, and they weren't really quite ready for it. They hadn't really switched over the half of their systems that they really needed to ahead of time, so they kind of did a whole rip and replace on there, and it was a struggle, to say the least. So they went live on April 29th, so this is 2.5 weeks in, and it was rough. It was rough. So I went out there to try to streamline some processes. I created a whole brand new process. Well, an old process for us, but brand new to them, on how to track trailers of freight that's all just one item. We call those jump trailers. Why do we call them jump? I don't know. They don't jump up and down. They just kind of sit there and they just keep things cold, but you know, whatever. The music's loud. I can turn it down a little bit. I was messing with it because I was listening back and it seemed like it was too quiet. Is that better? Hopefully that is better. Let me know. I'll tweak it as we go. Yeah, so I flew out there, and it wasn't as bad as what it was advertised, but it certainly was a struggle. They have so much freight that flows out of that building. It's pretty incredible. So like our meat and produce department services both Walmart and Sam's up and down the I-25 corridor. They service only Sam's Club for meat and produce and Sam's up and down the I-5 corridor and a little bit of I-15. But they send out as much for just Sam's as we send for everything combined. Did I see your Psalm comment? Yeah, I even commented on your comment, Cats. Yeah, we always see it. You're good. Don't worry about it. So yeah, I flew out on Monday, and I worked like an 18-hour day that day, and then just putting in all the hours there, and I flew back yesterday. But before I left, I made sure to have some El Pollo Loco. So I've talked about this before, but my favorite food in the world is El Pollo Loco. It's this like chicken fajita thing that they sell down in the Southwest, Arizona, California, Nevada. There's one in East Denver. There's a couple over in Utah. And it is amazing. It is amazing. Going to the one in California, though, is definitely a different level because they're kind of like McDonald's. They have them on every corner. It's amazing. So they do a really good job. They do a really good job, for sure. So yeah, it was neat. They already asked me to go back, and I had to politely say, I have a family. I need to come back home for a little bit. So they're like, well, once you get things in order, let us know when your next week is open, and we'll send you back out there. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I know my GM is jealous of my time too, because, you know, he's the one that's actually paying for me to be in his building, not to be in another one, another building. So we'll see what happens there. You know, and I actually brought my laptop out with me so I could play some Minecraft maybe, like for an hour here and there, and that did not happen. Nope, it was just work, eat, sleep, go! But here I am, ready to stream and ready to do some Minecraft goodness. So yeah, let's switch over to the game. We have some new things to show off here. So in the comments, I put in here that Better RTX upgraded this week. So MadLad was in the chat a couple of weeks ago, and he was talking about how there was this new release that was coming that was going to be amazing. Have ever been to Kentucky? I have not been to Kentucky. The only state east of the Mississippi that I've been to, I think I've been to 2 of them, was Wisconsin. When I was part of a multi-level marketing scheme, don't do it. And then when I flew out to Georgia for those 3 times to help out at the facility out there. So not well traveled east of the Mississippi, but on the west side, I've been in all the western side states. So like 12 of them or something like that. Yeah. Anyway, so MadLad was talking about how he was working on that new version called Gilded Graphics, and then I had to search how to spell gilded because I forgot. There is no U in guild apparently. I thought there was, but there is not. So the biggest thing that they changed on here is they have pixelated lighting. So you guys see this? Where it's got like those like pixels right around this redstone torch that's here? Yeah, that's a thing now. And it's supposed to detect what texture pack you're using. So there's a lot of Minecraft texture packs that'll make, oh my gosh, smooth graphics. And so this is 16-bit, and a lot of them will use 32-bit, 64-bit, whatever, in order to make it so you just have that many more pixels per spot. And so this will actually detect that and then modify the pixelation that's around it to match your texture pack. It's kind of neat. They also made it so that a couple of other things will glow. So I don't have any with me right now, but candles is a big one. So turn this back up just a little bit here. Candles don't glow in RTX normally because it's a different type of lighting source. It's called rasterization, which is kind of how Java works all the way, where it makes everything glow through the CPU and it just tracks it. So nether portals are the same thing, and they made it glow. Do you see this like purplish hue that's just like shining out of there? And it comes back down over this way as well. Dude, look at it in the nether. I just wanted to show this off first because I'm kind of nerding out over it a little bit. MadLad, if you end up watching this back, dude, well done. Well done, for sure. So yeah, like it's like this portal actually like really shines. Like it's neat. It's neat. They messed with some of the fog settings in here as well, just a little bit. They're always just doing little tiny tweaks that are on there. So there's 2 options on this. Well, there's a few options. I can do this Gilded Graphics version, or I can do the motion blur. If you guys think that this going from side to side is too much, where it just like really hurts your eyes, let me know, and I can switch to the motion blur. But we're gonna lose a little bit of the fanciness that MadLad put in there. I'd like to keep it if I can. Who was Brody? Did I miss something? Oh, yeah. Not Angel. I don't know who Brody. I don't know who. Oh, I know who Brody is. I know who Brody Gamer is. I subscribed to his channel a while back. I even commented on one of his videos, and he was in the chat one day, back in the day. So I spent some work on the tunnel last week, as I was going back and forth. I was going back and forth and working on the piglin farm with Ragnarok, and dude, just using the boat and struggling to get down there was always a pain. So you guys remember, like after like 100 blocks, it just kind of stopped. Well, I finished the glass all the way through to the piglin farm, so I can just go flying, zoom, all the way here. So whenever I need to get here, it can just go. So I got the bottom half done. I need to finish the top half. where I get all the other pieces in there. So like the pale oak stuff that's going to be going on just around that, and to make it all kind of fade in the way that it's supposed to there. But man, I'm loving the way that this looks in here. It seems like now with the cyan glass in front of this, it has a slight purple hue, and I'm loving it. I love that. That is great. That is so awesome. Yeah. So I'm slowly making progress on the infrastructure that I've said I was going to make progress on a long time ago. That's right. So today I wanted to get started on our storage room. Humongous place, mansionish type thing, yurt. Yes, all of that huge-ish type, mansionish place type thing, yurt. That is all of it put together. So we've talked about this for a while, how we want to have it kind of in this general area. So today we're plotting that out. We're going to get the base in place, and we're going to start plotting it out. We got to get this ready. So there's just so much that I have stored in every little tiny spot everywhere, and it's not really in like one place. So if I ever wanted to like go work on a build, I have to go to 9 different places to find everything. And that's with all the compartmentalization that I've got in my ender chest here. I've got like, 15 shulker boxes in here with all the different things that I'm going to need. But I'd rather have it in a storage room. Storage rooms are better, like much better. So that's what we're focusing on today. Hey, that's tight, yeah. So kind of need to decide on a color scheme that's there. I'm thinking I was going to go with some sort of massive roof like this on there, where I kind of have like that strawish type coloring that's on there. But I'm not sure what I want to do for the inside or the walls, or even if I want to have walls. But I at least want to have a platform. So the kind of general routine that we're following here is birch. Lots and lots of birch. So that's the first thing we're going to go get, because we don't have a ton. If I take our wood shulker box out, where I have almost all the dark oak, which I apparently don't have on me right now. Where did I leave it? It doesn't have any dark oak, so we're just gonna go back, because I'm pretty certain Cake made a huge birch farm back at the OG base. Go for a royal purple interior, purple and gold. Now that is an idea. How would I make that work with the color scheme of the yellowish stuff that I've got going on everywhere? I don't know. Maybe we can change it up a little bit, like partway through the build, and start working on the nether tunnel for the final offshoot that's over here, because it's just ice and that's it and nothing else. I do like royal blue. Just like in Liar Liar. That pen is blue. The pen is blue! The pen is blue! I was watching back a couple streams ago today, the one where we had the mob hunt for all the points. That was pretty fun to watch. I was really enjoying that a lot. There's a lot of really good moments in there. Speaking of good moments, if you guys aren't subscribed to Coffee Lady's channel, you should. So she's actually started making shorts off of what we've got going on here. So you know how I was showing off my lighthouse at one of the streams on there? She took that and turned that into a short. It's got like 1,400 views. So yeah, you guys should go support her for certain. Is it me, or does everything seem just a little bit more saturated now? Like the greens are just a little bit greener. The orangers are just a little bit more orange-er. Is that even a word? Oranger? All right, let's go ahead and just break all this, because we're gonna need it. I think he was trying to get some bees too, because he had these flowers that were all next to them. That could be something that we could do as well down the line. Make an actual automated bee farm. Yeah, you see what I mean? Yeah, it is. The orange is more orange. My dad always had this thing as I was growing up, where he just put at the end of it whenever he was trying to say something was really good. Well, that was That was amazingly awesome. The things I grew up with, man, it's great. We got to be careful on the beehives that we got going on here. We don't want to break it while the bees are out, because then they'll get really angry. Like Marvin the Martian, they will get angry. Very, very angry. I miss those cartoons. They were so good back in the day. The Bible? Yep. Come on, Burrito Man. You know it's there. Oh, wow. And it keeps going. Like, he put a lot out there. Goodness gracious. Bees nowhere nearby, right? I'm not seeing them. I hear them inside. We're taking it. Ha. See, that's how you take a bee nest, okay? Absolutely clueless. I know how to do it, okay? Just because I totally messed up on the manhunt and just broke it with a regular axe instead of silk touch doesn't mean I know how to play the game. Maybe. I don't... Maybe? Okay. That says the Bible. Love it. You know what's interesting is that the light shines through the leaves a lot more clearer too. Look at that. That's like the sun moving. Like 1 pixel at a time. Oh, that's neat. It kind of gives the appearance like the leaves are rustling and changing how the light passes through it. Oh, wow, man, that's neat. Oh, I love it. That's great. Okay. Oh, so like the pixels for the light shining through the leaves. So you got the sun that's sitting right here somewhere. Where is it? Yeah, the big old ball of incandescent gas. So it shines through these, and coming through this wasn't quite as sharp. But now look at it. It's like the leaves are swaying back and forth a little bit as the sun progresses through. And you can see the sunlight progressing, which I was used to, but it like does this weird fade as it's going. Oh, why the changes? Because they wanted to. They wanted to make it better. And they did an amazing job. I think their goal is to just make Bedrock a better alternative. Get it? Better rock. A better alternative for Minecraft. Honestly, I think Microsoft is eventually going to go that way, where they eventually phase out Java. And I think they plan to do that right away, and then they kind of chickened out, as most everyone was playing Java at the time. But as they keep making Bedrock better and then trying to increase that parity between Bedrock and Java, the reason to play Java is going to go away outside of, it's just what we used to play for 10 years. So with the Better RTX community, oh yeah. It does remind you of a solar eclipse, like the crescents that show up on there. That's so true. Imagine if they added eclipses into this game. That would happen like once every 180 days or so. Kind of like what it is on Earth, you know? That would be something. That would be something. You could have like an actual Minecraft event to go witness the eclipse that happens in Minecraft. And it would be like specific in your world as to where it's going to be. Oh gosh, that would be so awesome. So who all was out there when the huge eclipse happened back in 2017? The one that transited everything, you know? Went from the West Coast all the way to the East Coast, all the things, and it was absolutely beautiful. You think we need a bigger variety of crops? End updates. Oh my gosh, yes. End updates would be... That's the update I would push for the most. When they updated the Nether, it reinvigorated the game. Totally. Completely. And I just don't think that... I think there's something they could do with that for sure. He was there! That's great. Whoop, I thought I got it. I did not. That would be something else if they were able to add eclipses into this game. Oh, man. It would be something. Okay, so we've got a bunch of these that we could just put in place here. So in order for beehives to spawn, it has to be in a specific type of biome, like a meadow or a plains or a flower meadow. There's or a cherry grove. I think those are the only 4 where they're actually allowed to spawn. They can't spawn. Oh, regular birch forests too. Regular oak forests they can, but like in spruce forests or jungles they can't. But they have to have a flower within 2 blocks of the actual tree. So I try to do it 2 blocks away. So that way, if it does grow up, it's not going to try to interfere with itself. So like if you have this right here next to it, that means that that beehive can't spawn there. And if it fails, it just won't. So yeah, we'll go every 3 blocks and place it down and see if we can get something out of that. You paying attention, Cake? I'm learning just something new right now. So what kind of crops would you go for? Like if you were to kind of be in control of how Minecraft were to update things, what would you want to put? What crops would you do? Not necessarily. We're just talking about the neato updates that are in place here and how you could see the light shining through all the leaves, and it was super pretty. I thoroughly enjoyed it. All right, where is my torch? So in order for these to grow, they have to have a light level of, I think it's 7 or higher. You think tomatoes and corn would be the way to go? That's interesting. I could see corn, but tomatoes? Fascinating, isn't it? Let's get all the rest of these flowers up, and then we can place all this down. Go 2 blocks away. Boom. Oh, 1 block away. There it is. Oh, we already got a tree that grew. Would you look at that there? And go 1 more. We'll place some flowers on the other side of this. 1 flower can seed multiple trees when it comes to the bees. Oh yes. Tomatoes should be everywhere. Aubrey says, I know onions are technically in the game because of the allium flower, but onions, tomatoes, celery, actual apple trees. Fair. Actual apple trees. Variety of fruit trees, grapes, more realistic pumpkin, and watermelon. Huh. Those are all good ideas. Place down our oxeye daisy. Tomatoes should be everywhere. I don't know about that. Like, whenever they start going bad, like, they go bad really fast. Just saying. Let's get another round of these guys here. I could understand, you know, I didn't really understand like why grows were a thing and how they planted them. Like, why wouldn't you just let it be natural? Because it's extremely inefficient. It's the truth. Let's make it daytime, shall we? I know my name's Dark Maestro, but I don't like operating in the darkness. Cilantro, lettuce, eggplant. Yeah. You guys are just wanting to make a farming sim, I see. Well, look how fast that's going down from the sunrise. It's over there. Well, that's interesting. Huh. So because it's lensed, it appears like it goes up higher? Faster? What do you know? What do you know? Interesting. These guys that program all this stuff, like they study lighting mechanics. Some of them like just do physics for fun. They're just trying to simulate everything. It's so neat. Okay, so does this flower actually have to be... Does it have to be at the same level? I think it does. Oh, them trees are spawning. We got this guy over here. Let's go ahead and take care of that. So we're not going to spend too much time over here. Maybe another 5 minutes just farming the trees and seeing what comes of it. Very nice. Bunch of these trees just planted everywhere. So nobody likes your joke? What joke? You made a joke. Eggs don't grow on plants? Silly? Yeah, they do. Okay? See? The chicken eats the corn seed, which grows on a plant, therefore eggs grow on plants. Okay? Deal with it. Cow, that tree just saved your life. I just thought I'd point that out. Oh, got another. No, there is another. I also watched back my my concert. You can't see the stream. What you talking about, Willis? Why can't you see the stream? I've got a whole 85 dropped frames of 131,000 frames, so 0.1%. You should be able to see just fine. You might just need to refresh your YouTube. I've seen that before where sometimes it glitches. Anyway, yeah, so I watched my concert, you know, where we played Star Wars and everything, and it was amazing. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Oh my gosh. Jeef was sitting over next to me, and he was all tearing up. I could see my dad throwing his fist in the air at the Imperial March. It was, it was so good. I really enjoyed that a lot. Man, it was so fun playing it, too. And I didn't know this, but the guy who's playing the timpani, he is the percussion instructor at LCCC. How is it already 7:30? You know, that sun was moving really fast. I don't know. All right, let's get our poppies in place here. And some dandelions. Do I have any other flowers? I got some cornflowers. Speaking of corn. Is there any more flowers sitting over there? There's not. There are no more flowers. There is no room at the end. So he's 2 hours ahead of you, Love Cats. He lives in Central Time. So for me, it's 6:30. And for him, it's 7:30. And for you, it's 5:30. This doesn't quite look like storage. You're just jealous because I know how to farm trees and you don't. There's another one. Sweet. Oh, right. We can plant some more of the trees over here on this side of it. I'm going to need to place some more torches for the nighttime. Oh, that's not going to work. Did you guys know that a tree won't grow if there's blocks right next to it? You have to make sure that it's an actual opening for it. Otherwise, it's a no-go. Gosh, it's really pretty. I'm really... it's so nice. Dude, he is gardening. So much more important. Ah, yes. That makes sense that Coffee Lady would say that. She's been working on her gardens really hard over the last few weeks here. And besides, in my description, they're absolutely clueless. I made sure to point out that I was going to be fanboying all over RTX for right now, okay? So, humor me. You're going to the graveyard tomorrow. What are you going to the graveyard for? Potatoes are a thing already in Minecraft. They just kind of suck. There was actually a thing where for April Fool's Day, Minecraft released an update that made the potato be featured prominently in everything. It was like Potato World. It was hilarious. All right. Getting up the saplings. Come on, guys. Need you to grow. Should we just go get some bone meal? Cemetery is a graveyard. That's totally the same. You going there for your grandma? Yeah, the April Fool's 2024 snapshot. Yep. All right, where did we put all of our bone meal? Here. Hello. Hello? I found it. Stop looking. Such an exemplary vegetable. Is a potato a vegetable even? I love the right click button. All I got to do is just walk up to it and hold it, and then magic happens. So the weird glitchiness that happens sometimes with the lighting that's on here is actually a bug within Minecraft itself. Pride and Prejudice fans, oh, such a noble vegetable. Potato is a legume. A legume, duh. Oh, so many. Okay. Look, there's a bee. Do you see it? It's beautiful. I'm a dad. I have the right. It's okay. All right, so we need to go back through and break all these and plant them. I am going to rearrange things just a little bit to make this easier for me. Because hotkeys are a thing. Peanuts? Jeef's girlfriend has a pretty severe allergy to peanuts. It's very sad. I mean, she can't have peanut butter jelly time. She can have almond butter, but not peanut butter. All things peanuts. It's very sad. Shouldn't have to be that way. I think it might be faster if I just chop it all down and then go back and place it. Yep, we're doing that. Come on now. Almonds are horrible for the environment. Really? How so? California is the leading producer of almonds for the world. Like, they produce 80% of all almonds. It's part of the reason why, like, the farmers need so much water is because almonds use a ton of water. There's one there. There it is. We found it. Sweet. And the bees are away. Sweet. Okay, let's go ahead and place our chest down and put some stuff away, shall we? Yeah, so we're doing this because we're gonna need so much birch. Methinks. All right, time to do the planting. It's not a lava chicken, okay? It's just a regular chicken. Don't you guys give it that joy. Gosh, the sun moving so fast. It's so weird. That's gonna take some getting used to there. Oh, it's shining through the trees in the distance. Oh gosh, that's so weird. Like, these are the leaves in the distance, and this is the plant that's up close. Ha! Ha ha! That's so cool. Okay. Interesting. I'm not sure why God made the cauliflower. It's not a flower. Well, they can call it flower if they want. Name it! Right. Is that going to be about it, or is there more? That is the question. All this veggie talk makes you want to play Stardew Valley? Vanny. Stardew Vanny. That's the new word, okay? Okay. Is there anything else that we really wanted to do over here? We have a ton of yellow wool, so we're good on there. We'll put away our leftover birch that we collected. Yeah. By the way, Clueless, how is that pumpkin melon farm churning out for you? Is it producing like all the things for you? I hope it is. All right, grass. Where do you go, grass? Dirt. I'm Joe Dirt. I'm gonna be somebody. That's such an absurd movie. You may pass out. You've been awake for 2 days now. That is a long time to be awake. Bananas. Wow, wouldn't bananas be something? Huh. Huh. Let's put our seeds away here. All right, it's time to head back. Clueless, are you okay if I swing by your base and check out the farm? Yeah, I gotta go check out the farm. Go for it. Well, that's a yes if I ever heard one. Let's go. Let's go fly kite, guys. Come on. Up to the highest heights. Now look, I can get to her base super easy now. Watch this. Just kind of go at an angle. Oh, I missed it. There it is. She needs to work on her tunnel now. That's what's next. I've decided what her next video is. She's going to work on her tunnel because it's so exciting. You haven't been on since we did it, though? It's been like a week. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Your laptop's been having problems. Oh, what problems was it having? That sucks. I have not, but it's sitting downstairs awaiting my love and attention. Oh, it's already the plan? Ha! Awesome. I'm looking forward to what you're going to do. Okay. Okay, now how can I walk through this? There it is. Found it. Okay. Kind of reminds me of like a topsy-turvy thing going on. All the allays over there. Allays, allays. Allies. Oh, she did put a wall on it. Would you look at that there? Let's check it out, shall we? It's been producing. It's been doing a little bit of something, something. It's producing a lot more pumpkins than it is melons, though. Interesting. So is that minecart still working? Yep. Yep. Sure is. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about who's graduating this year. Well, we've got one person in the chat who's graduating. 2 people, if Jeef is still actually watching. Yeah. We've got a graduation party that we're going tomorrow for Ellie. Clueless says, me, 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 me. She's getting ready to sing, doe, a deer, a female deer. Wow, this is really cool now. I really like this now. Ah! Geez, zombie, what the heck? It like shines through it now, sort of. That is interesting. These guys. And Vixie is also graduating. Yep, she sure is. 3 family members are all graduating in a couple of weeks. She's 6 months older than you. She turned 18 in January. And then, if I remember right, yes, Not Angel turns 18 in December. Yeah. Come on, Janae, let's go. And we're getting... All right, Cat, be free. You can live another day. Today. Don't you get in my way, Cat. Don't do it. You're 18 in like a week and a half. We have 4? Oh, if you include Ellie, yeah. Yes! Yes, of course include Ellie. Jeez, what am I thinking? Let's go ahead and get our sleep on here. Come see me, you're at the spot. What spot are you? Matt, welcome to the chat, dude. All right, we got some trash we got to get rid of. Yep. Okay. So we're going to need to make some sort of bridge as well. And I was thinking that along the way on here, we could have like little huts or something like that along the way. I'm not sure. So how did that work? What is up, man? I had an awesome week. I spent the week in California helping out another distribution center. And gosh, dude, man, like one of the things that I miss from living out in Oregon is grass. Like, it's a thing that I don't really have. I don't have a lawn. I have dirt. I know that Coffee Lady is definitely working on a garden, but it's still hard. I need to go find my... Where is my fireworks box? Not my fireworks box. My wood box. Is it up there? I think I left it up there. I think he took his wallet. Do it like a long bridge dock and do like houses and boat traders. Yeah, I like that idea. Okay, so it's not in here. Did I leave it in the house? Negative Ghost Rider. We just have a lot of carrots. And Sam, Farmer Sam, he's just going to town over here. But you can't see his name because. So that's the thing. I guess it's some new bug that's out and about now. Hey, trader guy, what you got there? You got anything for me? You do have some mangrove, and that is incredibly hard to get. Bearded Barley. Katz is trying to get a hold of you like 12 times. I heard that you and Papa are going to be coming to Oregon to see her graduation. I will let her respond to that. I think that answer is yes, but I don't want to speak on her behalf. Okay. Where's my wood box then, guys? Is it... It's got to be over at the Guardian Farm then, since I was working on that pod last. You've been to LA, Bakersfield, and Taft in California yourself. Yeah, I was spending time near San Bernardino, a little bit to the east of it, and in a little place called Rancho Cucamonga. That's an actual city name. Rancho Cucamonga. Cucamonga. What really fun is if they would play Among Us and Rancho Cucamonga, because then you could say, I'm playing Rancho Cucamongas. All right. I found it. This is good. We'll put our stuff away here. And then... Oh, man, I'm going to need a lot more spruce then, too. Ah, that's a bummer. Let's go get some. We can go get some. Yeah, it was really nice. First thing, I get to the hotel, which is just a couple miles away from the airport there, and there's got this dude that's mowing the lawn, and it was that fresh sea level air versus my 6,000 foot air that I'm used to here. Took one big long whiff in there. Oh my gosh, it reminded me so much like home back in Portland. So my dad, when I was a kid, he still loves lawn care stuff. He does that to de-stress, and lawn care stresses me out. I don't know how that works. It just does. But so he used to really go to town out in Oregon where we had all the rain. So yeah, I'd be mowing the lawn or helping him do some edging or whatever. And so I was just used to that smell. And I guess I kind of just got used to it. But yeah, so I was able to really take it all in out there again. Gosh, that was nice. That was nice. It's really sad. I've been out in Wyoming for almost 20 years now, and the first thing I thought was, I'm home. Wyoming is my home, dang it. All right, where's my wood stuff? Let's get some of these out so I can plant them back immediately. The water looks different too. Oh, because it's pixelated. Oh, that's so neat. Okay. There it is. Okay. Here we go. Kat, she's answering your question. Yes, she's going out there. Yep. My nieces are graduating, and my parents are going to be heading out there to go see Vixie's graduation. Pretty neat stuff. It's no small thing, though. It's a little ways away. If they were to drive... Actually, I don't know if they're flying or driving. But if they drive, that's a 19-hour drive. That's no small thing. I hope they just fly. This is really neat. This is really neat. Everything just seems like a little bit more vibrant. Oh, I get it. Because vibrant visuals are coming, they just went ahead and updated this so that it's vibrant. That's good. Oh, I suppose I should eat, shouldn't I? Well, that's not eating. That's lighting off fireworks. That's still 2 months away. There we go. We're going to need, like, probably 8 stacks of this. Who else loves the smell of fresh cut grass? I didn't know I loved that until this week, but apparently I do. Where is our next tree? Our next victim? We're not taking that one down because that's our Christmas tree that's going to be there for next Christmas. Dude, next time you guys come out here, you'll be able to come to your house, not just George and Carol's. Oh, that's so true. I'm looking forward to that. That doesn't mean that you need to be a stranger at George and Carol's house there, because that's where we're going to be, you know, posting up. You love it too? You love it too, Varley? I didn't know you actually like the smell of cut grass. I thought you merely tolerated it. That's it. I know the next candle I'm getting you is fresh cut grass smell. Okay. What's next? We have another one? We don't have another one. We got a jungle tree though, randomly. That's neat. Do we have another tree grow over there? Nice, let's go over there then. Whoop. I don't know where I flew to, but it wasn't where I needed. Boom. Nice. Like a glove. Yeah, you know, it's... For those of you watching down the line, so I have 4 boys that range from nearly 18 down to 5. And my first son is getting ready to graduate here in like a week. And it's a little surreal. Like, I don't think it's really quite hit yet. He's getting ready to head off to college next year. He's actually going to move out to go to college. And then he'll be visiting from time to time. Like, it's an interesting feeling to have. Like, I'm super proud of him. Like, super stoked for him and excited for what he's got going on and what he's going to do in life. But it's an interesting feeling. It's a very interesting feeling. Because I don't feel old, you know? Here I am, streaming Minecraft. I'm 41. And my son's getting ready to graduate. Like, I'm old enough to where I'm pretty close to being able to have grandkids. What? My youngest is 5, and that's how I feel. I feel like I'm a dad of a 5-year-old as opposed to a dad of a 17-year-old, 18-year-old. It's interesting. It's very interesting. It's hitting your mom now that you're moving out, because you're packing. Walls are empty for the first time in 10 years. That is. Is she handling it okay? Oh my god, oh my gosh. What is up, cats? All right. Do we have enough? Do we have enough? I'd like to stop doing this if we could. And actually get over to building. That would be amazing. Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it. I think we're going to have to sleep, though, real quick. Because remember, I don't like operating in darkness. Keep it above board. Walls are empty for the first time in 10 years. So it's like this year has been a year of preparation getting ready for it. So Jeef has been out of the house more often than he's not. He's still going to school 5 days a week full time. And he works 1 or 2 days a week. And then with all the band things he's got going on in orchestra, he comes home late at night, like at 9 p.m., 10 p.m. every day, does homework, goes to sleep, gets up, goes to school, does band stuff, orchestra stuff, comes home, go to sleep. So I've kind of gotten used to how he's just not here, but man, I miss hanging out with my buddy. He's a cool kid. He's a really cool kid. You remember that feeling when both your sons moved out within a few months of each other? Yep. I believe it. Yours was definitely a lot more sudden, too. All right, so we are going to make this 5 wide, just like we have our portal. So it's going to line up with this here. Yeah. So that means we just need to go straight down. Let's do it. You wish your dad would have talked about you the way that I talk about my kids. Well, I really enjoy spending time with them. They're pretty awesome. I can't not talk about them that way, you know? Now, part of the reason, so the very first reason why I play Minecraft is because of my 2 oldest kids. I watched them play it. They were having a blast, and I wanted to go have fun with them. Okay, let's see now. Your dad talks about you the same way? Yep. Yep. Especially will you work for him, too. I'll bet. Yeah. My son kind of, in a weird roundabout way, because he works at the place I used to manage back in the day. So it's really weird. All right. Decisions are being made now. So, do I want to just kind of keep it shorter? I think I do. Just kind of have like, I like this little outcropping here, and if I could duplicate that, I think that would be good, and maybe have that kind of go up and down a couple of times out there, and then one longer one. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. So how long is this? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 in between. Let's do it. So we'll go to the 10th block. Hey guy, what you doing there? Be gone. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we can confirm that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Very good. Das ist so gut, ja. All right, let's build her up. Gotta get that infrastructure. He is very proud, and rightfully so. There we go. Oh, I gotta do it after me. Acting like he's gonna be able to, like, take me on. I don't think so, Scooter. Oh, man. I'm loving the music, man. It's really good. Okay. So now we've got 9 more. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10th block. Glitched. Oh, so fast. Love it. Whoa, I heard the sound. Where's my guy? There he is. Be gone. 1, 2, 3, 4. So demanding in the chat there, Love Cats. All right, let's keep going. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and place, and go up. All right, we got to take care of the locals here. They keep acting like I'm invading them. I don't think so. That's not how that works. Whoa, what side? That side. There it is. 2, 3, 4, 5. Sweet. It's okay if they want to chat a little bit in the chat there. Not everything has to be quite focused around me, although I am the streamer extraordinaire. If you guys want to have sidebar conversations, I'm cool with that. No big deal. So we've gone 2 sets. I need to go another set. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes? Did I get that right? That one felt wrong. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, it's good. Okay. Wrapping presents for whom? Oh, just for graduation stuff. So remember, we got Ellie's graduation party that we're going to tomorrow, and Ms. Barley and Burrito Man have been invited to come too. So don't want to come empty-handed. All right, so we got 2 of those. Now we can do like a longer set of like, I don't know. Let's build this up a little bit. We'll go 3. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Did you see that? Did you see that gliding approach to it? Skills. Whoa, I fell off. See? Skills. There we go. Apparently I missed one. How did I do that? There we are. All right, so for the next set, we're gonna want it to be longer as it approaches it, kind of have like this grandish entrance thing. Wish you my Yeah, you know, I wish I could too. That would be neat. You're actually, wait, whoa, hold on a second. You're having a grad party? I didn't know that. Are you having it at a specific place, or can you talk about it? Let me put it that way first. All right, let's just keep going. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got that right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope, we did not. We got one more we got to get. Ow, die. go down here. Sweet, yeah, tell us about it. I'd love to know. It's at your grandma's house. They have a pool. Oh, okay, I know where that is. They have a pool house. We've got lots of parties in it. Nice. Are you doing one just for you, or are you doing like a combined party for you and a couple of your friends? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10th. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Very nice. Getting there. It's interesting getting used to this pixelation of everything for every light source. I have mixed feelings about it. Like, I don't know if the light should be generated that way, but it certainly gives it it's a very Minecrafty feel, if you get what I mean by that. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10th. Oh, the locals are on the rove again. Watch out. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Very good. Oh, my guy. Leave him alone. There we go. Sweet. It's a week after you graduate, and it's just for you. You're hoping to get some of your stuff for your house. Even though you'll have already been living by yourself for a week at that point. Yeah, well, you gotta start somewhere. I totally get that. That's really what we did for Jeef's Christmas, and what we did for Christmas is we got him a lot of stuff for his dorm room that he's gonna go live in, so he has stuff to start with. Okay. Yeah, I think that's good. Oh, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Sometimes it's the choice that you make when you decide to live, or when one lives, 1,200 miles away from the rest of the family. We miss out on things. What was really sweet, though, is that Clueless actually came out and visited for a summer. She came out for a couple weeks with both my in-laws, and it was amazing. I thoroughly enjoyed it. When are we coming out next? Right now, I've got the first 2 weeks of August scheduled off. So that's the plan. So basically, Frontier Days finishes, and then we come out. So that way, work isn't quite so severely impacted. And then the week I come back is when marching camp starts for the fall marching. Oh, I'm looking forward to that. It's gonna be good. You'd love to visit again, just don't know you have the funds because you'd have to pay for it yourself. Well, good news. You wouldn't have to pay for a hotel. And I can pick you up from the airport. So really, it'd just be the plane flight and then hanging out, and then just whatever you wanted to pay for yourself on different things. Okay. Okay. Now we're getting there. We're making that progress. Love it. We picked up a lot of extra things we don't necessarily need. Feels bad throwing out a Nautilus shell, but I have seriously like 30 stacks of the stuff. Supposed to be a rare item. Not with my farm. All right, so now we need to do the building of the things. Where's my birch? We can put away the rest of our... Dude, all that spruce, all that's left is just a stack and a half here. There's a lot. We used a lot. Like a lot. Let's put this away in the ender chest so I don't lose it again. Gosh, this guy. Okay. So how do we do this? Full block, half slabs, all the things. Okay. So we're going to need to make up all of it. So let's make up a bunch of half slabs. We're going to need some stairs. Let's get a stack of that. We'll start with that. And then we'll get out another stack of the regular spruce so we can fill everything out. Yes, yes. Get rid of that. I can put all these inside my build bar. Sweet. Sounds good. Okay. So we'll start off with just this. You know, I watched another video today from Luke the Notable. Who watches Luke the Notable, by the way? I do. This guy does. I think he's absolutely hilarious. Hilarious. So he released a video on doing 100 days in Bedrock hardcore. And I was just kind of sitting there laughing the whole time at how did that place? Oh. Interesting. You can shift click on kelp. Anyway, he was doing all the things as if he was still playing on Java. Like he was making sure that he was out this way building instead of being able to build in front because he just doesn't know about it because he never plays. This guy. And he had a strong enough computer where he was able to go up to 96 chunks of looking at things. This is what mine can do. So it tells me he could have done an RTX as well, but he didn't. It was interesting watching him. He's a funny guy to watch. 2, 3, 4. And then the fifth one is stairs. Yes, with a small one underneath. Got it. One of the things that they changed with this Better RTX is also that the clouds don't fully occlude the sun whenever it's raining. I imagine they're probably going to tweak that some. But yeah, it's an interesting effect. Alright, so how did we do that? So we just went over 2, and then it should be the barrier, right? Yeah. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 stairs. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, and then we can just mirror it back. Making them bridges. Well, perhaps you'll have to come out this summer. Well, yeah, it's up to you what you want to do on there. You let us know. We can start planning things. I understand, though, if you want to spend your first summer in your house by yourself. Like, I get that. My first year living by myself was interesting. I actually had my grandma come live with me for the first 6 months. She didn't have a place to go temporarily, so she was just getting her feet back up on the ground, I guess you could say. Yep, your call. You let us know, then we can make the plans. That's for sure. I'm all down for that. So now we need to come the other way on there, yeah? And it just comes out 1 block from it. And it is a block of gap. Sweet. Let's do it. And then we get the half slabby goodness. Man, tridents, so good. Love it. Can you tell us something funny a couple months ago when you were walking home? Please do. Yes, do it. Do it. Do it. There we are. Getting there. I think we're going to need a lot more half slabs, honestly. Oh, oh, I placed too many. De-haunts! De-haunts! So when you were walking home after school, you're having a pretty horrible day because of bullies and stuff. And when I was walking home, there was this guy walking by. And I'm waiting for the next one. All right, let's do this so then we can just mirror it. And then I can come back and do the texturing thing with bamboo blocks to get the little yellow hues that are in there later. Yeah. And then this one needs to be for the stairs. Yep. See, I'm getting good at things. Here we go. And I'm out of slabs. I need the slabbies. Let's go. Start with 60. Sounds good to me. Anyway, you were like, "Hey, how's it going?" And you were good. And actually, not really good at that point. Just a lot of bullies. And maybe I should read through this first. Your name. Your name. Did you tell her? Did you have to tell the guy that your name was Love Cats? Because you love cats. 1, 2, 3. Mitch. Mitch was the guy's name. I remember the Hurricane Mitch that wreaked a bunch of havoc throughout the Caribbean a long time ago. I don't know a lot of Mitches. We got 1, 2, 3. There we go. Oh, I thought I had that, and I hit the wall. That's fine. There we go. There we go. Maybe we could just jump like this. Nope. Did not make that. Did not make that. Made that, though. Hey, there we go. I'm a pro gamer, guys. I should not have put that there. Nope. That's supposed to be slabbies. Did I actually do this right? This doesn't seem like it's 9 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8! How did I miscount that, guys? This guy acting like he's a pro builder or something. It's not nighttime yet. Okay. So I need to move all of those. That's a bummer. There we go. Alright, so we'll just need to get these out then so we can move this. Confirm that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it needs to be 9. Dag nabbit! Okay. That's alright, it's an easy fix. Just place one down, tear one down. Like so. Alright, my guy. You're floating back down. You're going to swim back up to me now? You are! There it is. Okay. Alright, let's get this side down. We can move it. Whoop. Whoop. There we go. Glad we caught that before we did the whole bridge. Jeez. It really doesn't like that I'm crouching and trying to break these at the same time underwater. Alright, we gotta place the block here. Y'all. Okay. So then all these also need to move 1. That's too bad. There we go. All right. Once we finish this bridge section, we should be able to have some Mikey time, I think. Say 10-15 minutes, right around there. Then we can get the base going for the actual storage room. Yeah. I'm hoping that we can actually place down some chests today, but I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Almost there. I think we got one more row to do. We got 2 more rows to do. Not almost there. Okay. Totally fine. I was able, you know, while I was... Uh-oh. Let me read what's in the chat there. So Base's friend at work was in a bad accident when he had a seizure type of event just out of the blue. Oh, man, that sucks. It happened at the University of Colorado. Thank God no one was harmed. Should go pick up all my mess over here before they start despawning. Here we go. Okay. So many U's were milling around that he really should have crushed one. Praise God he didn't. Oh man, could you imagine that? If you actually ended up killing someone because of a seizure? And a seizure that you'd never had before? Oh man. That'd be nuts. It was all recorded in the van's camera too. Wow. Wow. Yeah, accidents happen sometimes. Dude, there was so we had a manager that I used to work with who was my replacement when I moved on from the cold side of the building, from the freezer dairy deli section of the building over to the meat and produce side. His name was Jorge. And he was really solid. And his wife was pregnant. And there was a winter storm. And she went into labor. So he left early to go there to watch his I think, second or third child be born. And he got in a car wreck on the way down with a semi-truck and died. It was so bad. Like, just, why? And we don't know. Like, we don't know if he was just, like, speeding or what. But there wasn't really any foul play that was identified. It just sucked. So we had a memorial for him in the DC for a while. Just more like a fun setup for his family. It's really sad. Interesting you had inadvertently prayed about it the day before. Wow! That's neat. That's neat. Alright, my guy. You can take your glowy eyes and go somewhere else, okay? So, this was about 10 years ago, 11 years ago. Yeah, a coworker of mine. He got in a car wreck on the way to the hospital to go watch his daughter be born, his third child, I think. And it was during a snowstorm, and he was taking South Greeley Highway down there, Highway 85, and got in a massive wreck with a semi-truck, and he was killed. Yeah, his brother worked there too. He didn't stay for that much longer though. I can understand why. It's really sad. Sadness happens from time to time though. All right. Do we have anything else that we need to pick up? I like the night sky. It seems like a little bit more real now than what it used to. Ha. Pro. Yeah, I felt all sorts of terrible for his wife and his kids. Gosh, man. And his brother. How can you plan for that? He was only like 30. He was really young. You know, I don't even think he was 30. I think he was young. I think he was younger than 30. All right, let's go ahead and put this back. Well, that's not where I wanted to put that. Let's putting things the way as we're going. You know, on a positive note, no, it was on the road down to Greeley. So the highway that goes all the way north and hi, there's words and there's what I was doing. North and south. So it parallels I-25. He was just on his way down to Greeley where he lived. On a positive note, though, I was able to talk with one of my superiors while I was out in California and found out that she's a Christian too. And so we were able to talk about faith things for quite a while. It was really encouraging, actually. Oh, I did not need to break those down. There we go. That's what I needed to do. And then stairs. Sweet. There we go. So how many ups and downs do we have over here? We have 2 sets of ups and downs. And then we're going to have a longer up that will peak between these two, and then a larger down. Yes. It was a federal highway. But, you know, it was one of those things where, like, right after that, they closed that highway because it was so dangerous, and it's just kind of in that weird in-between phase. Yeah. So that superior there, we were actually able to talk about our faith and kind of how we came to be, and how she was going through the Psalms right now, and how she kind of has a diary that she keeps track of for everywhere she visits and what she's got going on each time and what she's reading through. And so she'll go back through it sometimes just to kind of see. It's really neat. All right, so this one we're going to kind of play by ear because it's not quite double, it's 50% more. Yep. And I need more. Place down our crafting bench. Get another set. Boom. Oh, I should fill this part in. Oops, I forgot. Oops, I forgot. So this can be like 6 long? Yes. Let's get the lower part there. Hop on down. 4, 5, 6. And then we can do the stairs here on this row. Yep. Sweet. There it is. Mm-hmm. It's really neat whenever you find out someone else believes the same as you at work, because it's kind of like, so in the world that we live in right now, being a Christian is like in the United States, you don't die by being a Christian. So it's not like the other areas on the planet where it's literally dangerous to be a Christian. But it's politically dangerous in that you can lose your way of supporting your family if you tell the wrong person that just hates Christianity, you know? So you kind of have to be careful when you fully open up, which is why I say, you know, whenever you feel that prodding in the Spirit to share your faith, that you do it because you're following that, because the Spirit's not going to guide you wrong. He's not going to put you in a bad position where you're not going to be able to take care of yourself. And even if it ends up resulting that because you're following the prodding of the Spirit, He's going to take care of you in the end anyway. Why is that? Oh, there's a shadow. Okay, cloud shadows. Shadow. That's a thing. Okay, so we're just gonna go all. Whoop! That's not speed bridging. That's called falling. That's speed falling. There we go. Sweet. Yes. It's coming together. We're getting it. This is going to be so neat once this is done, guys. Oh my gosh. I'm so looking forward to this. Okay, so from the other side, we're gonna have 2 flats, and then 6 raised, and then the stairs, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Yep. Disagree, Coffee Lady. Disagree. And I think your videos would disagree too, based off of what you've put out there. Okay? There we go. All right, so we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7th for the stairs. Yes. Am I putting stairs on here? Well, that's an interesting look, actually. Huh. That's not what I want to do for this, but that is an interesting thing. I didn't think about that. I totally botched that. What did I do? How did I do that? Okay, that's fine. Got a nose itch there. Watch out. Okay, so we got to break all of our stairs that we placed that we thought were slabs, and we're not slabs. Okay, let's do actual slabs this time, shall we? Yes. Had to think about that one really hard there for a second. There we go. That's better. Okay, let's get the stairs in position. We can go clean up our trash. I mean, wood. Definitely not trash. Alright, and then we can place down our leftovers. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. When I first logged in and it had this new lighting mechanics for the clouds that are on here, where it has those sharp edges that are on there, I thought these were biome borders and I was doing something wrong. And then I watched the cloud pass, like right here. Yep. You guys ever had that in real life where the cloud just goes by you and it's like fast and all of a sudden it's super, super, super bright? There we are. That's good. I think I have a bunch of lanterns sitting on the other side over there too, over yonder. I'm gonna go grab those because that's gonna be our primary light source. We may end up changing that into the sea lanterns because I love sea lanterns. But we're gonna start with that, and then we'll probably have some strategic lighting for the sea lanterns. We'll see. All right, where did I put all the sea lanterns? They're in there. So we're looking for regular lanterns. There are 4 lights. I did not plan this, okay? I did not plan it, I promise. It just happened to be that way, that there are 4 lights. All right, let's go get some more. Cleanup time. You know it. It's coming. All right, where's my lantern? Oh, my lanta. Is that enough? Nope, it is not. We're gonna need probably twice that amount. That's right, Coffee Lady. You are so right. That is awesome. Let's go ahead and split this up here. They're all running around because it's raining outside, so they're terrified. Even though they're not in the rain, they're underwater in a little tubule. But Mom, I thought I was a test tube baby. Lies. Oh, lies! All right. This little light of mine, I'm gonna find the lantern. This little light of mine, I done found the lantern. Is this gonna be enough? Give me one more guy. thank you so much. Thank you for your contribution. We also have some bones we can put away in here. Bones! Put away the bones. I thought we had a lot more than that. Still, that's a double chest full though. It's still a lot. All right, it's raining, so let's go see if the old man is snoring. There we go. We need to get a little bit more spruce out in order to really get those capstones on there the right way. Sweet. Okay. So we want these to be elevated and then have a lantern. Okay. There we go. It's right now, this is like that bridge in Alaska from back in the day, the bridge to nowhere. But it's going to be to somewhere soon, okay? Just you wait. There we go. Okay. Let's go see how this looks for scale. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So imagine little offshoots coming off the side in the massive building here. There we go. Look at that. Nice. A couple spots missing the lanterns on the corners here, too. And there's an extra block sitting over here for some reason. Because. Not anymore. Not anymore. What did I miss there? What? By the way, that was unconstitutional according to the First Amendment to violate Christians' religious freedom. There should have been serious repercussions for that dictator who was illegally in office. Yes. That is true. That is true. Okay. Well. Gosh, I'm really loving this. The look that's on there, man. It's so good. Let's clean up a little bit. It is time to send up the dog. To send up the dog. Yes, it is. Coffee lady, if you're listening, it is time for Mikey. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's switch over to the other viewpoint. We can kind of just enjoy the view from here. Yeah, that'll look good. Except for that shulker box that is glitched out. See, it's good now. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. All right, switching it. Over here. There it is. Mikey, come here, buddy. Yeah, buddy, come on. Come on up. Yeah. How you doing, homie? Did you miss me for a couple of days there? Yeah. It's not very often I have to actually like leave home and just not see the dog for days at a time. Yesterday, when I got to my parents' place, we were visiting for a while. He just wanted to just be by my side for a while there. How you doing, man? How are you, huh? Let's see if I can angle this down just a little bit more so you guys can see him there. Yeah, just a little bit. Give me a shake. Give me a shake. Ah. Yes, you are. Thanks, man. Thanks, man. Love you. M-I-K-E-Y. That is right. Give a like if you love Mikey. If you love Mikey time, make sure you call him Mikery, like you're from China. Mikery. Like the video, like the stream, guys. We're trying to spread the good news that's out there, all right? And the only way we can do that is by getting this, well, the way that I can do it is by getting this message out. So you guys can help. It literally does help by liking the stream. When you like the stream and all the comments that you guys are putting in there, hey, Ellie is in the chat. Thank you, Ellie. It sends this out to others. So that way it'll see like, oh, hey, this is actually this is a pretty good stream. Perhaps we should send this out to some others. Yeah, we should send this out to others because other people like it and everything. because you guys do. I mean, I really enjoy it. It seems like you guys have a pretty good time. So make sure you like it. Make sure that you keep commenting, doing all the things. For those of you watching on YouTube afterwards, please do comment down below. I really read everything that's there, and I usually respond too. I truly do. And then make sure you subscribe to Dark Maestro, so that way you'll see all the things that come up, and then hit that notification bell too. So this way you can see all of my posts that I put up for if things are going to change for the timing of streams, or if I post a short, or if I get back into making videos, or when I finally make the switch over to Twitch. That way you guys can be abreast of all the things that are there. Yep, it is Mikey time. How you doing, buddy? High five. High five. Come on. Yeah, there it is. Good boy. Good boy. There it is. Was that good, coffee lady? Scratch those ears. That's right. All right, so we're going to talk through it, guys. Our mission is to spread joy in the world by bringing people into the fold of Jesus Christ. So just like how Mikey is a temporary source of joy for me, albeit for, 15 years or something like that, eventually he's going to pass. He's not a permanent source of joy. Same thing goes for parents or for grandparents, children. Eventually, everything passes unless we get raptured, which, come Lord, come. But my true source of joy comes from Jesus Christ. Isn't that right, Mikey? Isn't that right, Mikey? Yeah? Jesus Christ is your source too? It is. It is. So choose Jesus instead. If you guys don't know who Jesus is, he's the guy that came and lived 2,000 years ago, documented in history, was crucified, but he lived a sinless life, meaning he did nothing wrong at all. He was the only person that was actually able to live a perfect life. No one else has ever lived a perfect life except him. Yet he died taking our punishment as sinners, so that we can have a pathway to come to him in the end. Right, Mikey? Right, Mikey? Yeah? Where are you going? Come here. Stay standing up with me, man. Stay standing up with me. I love you. So, it's a free gift too. There's nothing that you actually have to do. It's just you trust in him and you admit that you need it. So, just like in Alcoholics Anonymous, they talk about how first things first, you have to admit that you have a problem. Second thing, you have to admit that you need help. Those are the first two big steps. And that's the same thing for being a Christian. Like, you admit, I've got a problem. And then you would also admit, I can't do it on my own, and I need a higher power. And what is my higher power is Jesus Christ and God, man. Like, it's so good. Oh, this guy. Why are you trying to escape from me? I love you. If you want to have some Mountain Dew, you got to stick around, buddy. Here, just lay down here. Right here. There it is. Look at you, buddy. So it's a free gift. All you got to do is just admit that you have a problem. Admit that you have a problem. And then admit that you need help and that you can't do it on your own. And that's all that it is. We all know deep down on the inside that we're not perfect. And really, we also know that it's not possible for us to be perfect. And that's kind of the point. It's the point. We are created to need him, and he wants us to love him. And so that's how we do it. So then it begins your relationship with your creator. So that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to be the beacon. We're trying to spread that joy to others by bringing them into the fold of Jesus Christ. And so this game that we're playing, Minecraft, is a tool. It's a tool for us to be able to have fun in a clean, family-friendly fashion where we can bring everyone into the fold, kids and adults alike. Because I make all of the references from the 80s and 90s and 2000s movies, and I can't help myself. I burst out into song. Yet we're playing a kids game. I mean, it's definitely not. It's definitely an adult game. It's not a kids game. It's an adult game. All right, that leads us to part number 2. Do the do. That is right. Okay, I'm not sponsored yet, but Mountain Dew, I would love it if you would sponsor me. I grew up on this sweet yellow nectar, and I would love to be a bastion for you guys. Come be the spark that ignites the beacon. Oh yes. Oh yes. So good. And it's got all the good stuff in there, guys. It's got natural flavoring, sodium benzoate, erythorbic acid. These are really good. Okay. It's got the concentrated orange juice, high fructose corn syrup, citric acid, and everyone's favorite thing, carbonated water. That's right. Come on, Mountain Dew. Come on, Mountain Dew. It's time. Mikey? Mikey, do you want some? Come on up. Come on. Cool. There it is. You want to have a little bit? It's been a while. Here you go. Yeah. Here you go. See? Pull. Pull. Right there. See? There it is. There it is. So awesome. Even dogs love it. Good job, buddy. You want to have a little more? You can drink. You can have the rest of it on my hand there. Pretty good, huh? Oh, man, I missed you, man. You're a good boy. It was nice. We were just able to sit down while I was having breakfast and coffee. He just came up onto the couch and laid his head down on my lap. Yep, he's a good partner. All right, Mikey time. Over. Say goodbye to Mikey, guys. Say bye, Mikey. Bye, Mikey. Because you're here. That's you, right there, buddy. You see yourself in the camera? Love you, man. Okay, let's get back to it then, shall we? Shall we, Mr. Deef? Maybe in heaven God can make a Mountain Dew. Oh, dude, he can make a fountain of Mountain Dew. Yes. Okay, that's it. That's the next petition of God. God, when we go to heaven, can we have a Mountain Dew fountain that actually is good for us? Okay, switching back. Let's do this. It's still raining. I think that is the moon. Okay, let's do this. It's not nighttime. That's the sun. Oh. Okay, that's kind of neat. Interesting. Interesting. My wife pointed out that whenever I'm doing Mikey time, it's kind of hard to see him do like the little tricks of the high five and the shake kind of thing. So I wanted to make sure to angle the camera down for you guys for a wee little bit there. All right, so I don't know how large this system needs to be. Did you say Fountain Dew? Why you don't say fountain drink, huh? Okay. So I'm just going to keep it at this level, and we're just going to run. And it stopped working. Got it. We're getting there, folks. All right, we're going to have to break out a lot more birch then, I think. 64 blocks long. We'll go for it. Here we go. And place down our ender chest. This is not going to be a permanent one, but it's going to be semi-permanent. We're eventually going to put another one there instead. Or move it around a little bit. That's not the right shulker box. I have it in my inventory, don't I? Did I place it back over yonder? I may have. Well, flowers have liquid gold too. This is why I call it sweet nectar. Okay? Sweet nectar. Sweet, sweet nectar. Okay, let's just break this and bring it over yonder. Whoop. There it is. So right now we're only making the bottom layer infrastructure. Then we can start laying out where we're going to want to have things. So this is going to need to hold something like 60 or 70 different types of items. As well, some of the really beefy items, like... Did I not go 64 blocks originally? I thought I did. Maybe I didn't. Let's test this out from the other side. So like cobblestone, regular stone, deep slate. Those will need to have multiple slices on there for sure, just because of how much it actually goes. Huh. I thought I did, and I did not. Interesting. Oh, Birch. Oh, Birch, how I love you, Birch. All right. Looking at what Barley wrote in the chat. Once we believe in Jesus to have taken our place for what we have done wrong and then ask him to live in our heart, we can then have a relationship with him. Spot on. That is awesome. This is the truth. There we go. We're getting there. Oh, ran out. We can put our other stairs and slabbies back inside here too. We don't need to hold on to those permanently. Yeah. Yeah. All right, so the storage system. Okay, this is going to be an automated storage system with redstone. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I like using redstone. I am so fascinated by its ability to simulate circuitry in real life. It's something else. And so we can create an automatic filtering system just like we did over there, but on a much more massive scale. Oh wow, that's interesting. It like washed everything out at first. That's so true. Yep. A lot of redstone is built around how electronics actually work. Now, here's a question for the chat, and maybe more for Ken's than it is anyone else, and maybe Will or Matt if they're still in the chat watching. So, I don't want to have this centered. So, do I want to have it more to the right or more to the left? And I'm thinking more to the left just to kind of keep it consolidated. But it doesn't have to be. Like, I could still come out like 10 blocks this way and then go like 50 blocks that way. It just can't be too close because I want this to kind of be a base of operations for me as well. Clueless, what are your thoughts? Barley, what are you thinking? Steve wants to know on my back. Whoop. I keep thinking that this jump thing is going to work, and then it just doesn't. My last main world that I had on here before I joined these guys on this realm, I built into the side of a mountain and created a dome bubble that was able to contain the entire storage system that was in there. And it was really awesome. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I made this massive chandelier thing in the beginning. I mean, once you got in there, and I had the storage system just kind of running all around. Then I had a super smelter that was in the middle of it. Oh, don't worry about it, Barley. So, just thinking about the placement of where the storage system is going to kind of go, or this whole building is going to go in relation to the rest of everything else. I didn't want to have it centered with this. So my thought was it either needs to be more to the left or more to the right. So that way you kind of come off to one side and then you go into kind of off in a cornerish area. I think it would look a lot more grand and a lot more normal too, where you don't necessarily have the center of a walkway goes to the very center of a house except for like some mansion thing, and that's not what I'm trying to build here. So do you think more to the left or more to the right? Let me kind of fly away so you can kind of see this. Stop putting my fireworks in that hot bar. Don't get my hopes up. Okay. Just come back just a little ways so you can kind of see it from farther away. So would it be better more over to the right or more over to the left, do you think? Hmm? 'Tis the question indeed. Did you see that? Did you see that quick place and click to sleep? Oh yes. I'm a pro. Watch out. Hey guy, what you selling? Those pale oak logs. Useful. We're gonna go get some. We're gonna get some emeralds so we can go buy some. There we go. And I think we just need 8, but I'm not 100% certain on that, so we're gonna take 18 because that sounds nice. Hop. All right, my guy. Give me all your money. I mean, take all my money. Well, that's it. It was only 32. Well, that works, I guess. Let's take our other llama here. Sweet. So why do I kill the trader? So that he spawns back faster. If you don't kill him, it takes 30 minutes for him to go through his whole cycle. If you kill him, 10 minutes later he can respawn. Or 20 minutes. Here we are. Oh, we have a whole stack of leads in here. Hey, if anybody needs leads, I've got them. Jeez, it's a lot of leads. Yeah, so I'm not sure. I'm thinking I could come out. This is what I'm leaning towards, and you can say if you think it's a dumb idea or not. I was going to come out like 12 blocks or 10 blocks this way, and then the rest that way, and kind of make it... I could also make this a rectangle. This doesn't have to be square. I could make it longer this way. And it could also have offshoots too, where like I'll have like a little quadrant or something like that that comes off of it, off of a corner. That'd be interesting. Let's get our pale oak in there. Let's do it like this. Since we're starting it like that. There we go. There we go. There we go. I think Clueless left the chat. It's very sad. Oh, I know why that was longer like that. Okay. It makes sense now. Because I had gone... Oh. What am I doing? There we go. Better. There we are. Sweet. So I got a call, or I had a talk with one of the folks from that DC down in California today. And they decided to roll back one of the improvements that I set up for them out there because they're terrified that they're going to lose freight. And it's sad. I mean, the concern is somewhat valid, but with the system I put in place for it, it's going to get... It should be relatively easy to not make a mistake, provided they do the follow-through that I believe they're going to do. But I misunderstood one of the higher-ups on there on the specific items that we were allowed to go just put whole trailer loads onto. So I called her, and she was walking me through it, and she's basically just saying, look, their track record is just terrible. And, you know, it reminded me of the quote, in order to be trusted with much, you must first be trusted with little. And that's fair. And I think maybe I was pushing this DC to to go a little faster than maybe what they're capable of doing. Me? Push people to go faster? That's definitely not me. I don't know what you're talking about. But it was disappointing to hear that they didn't believe in themselves enough. Yeah, let's just do that. That'll work. So they're no longer going to be taking care of the eggs and the chicken and putting it onto trailers like I had wanted to do for them. But they can identify some other items that are like the fruits and vegetables variants that they can do on there. Just stuff that's not quite as expensive, I think. But the biggest issue they have is that they have so many full pallet pulls. So so for those of you that don't know, grocery stores have distribution networks, and it's something that Walmart pioneered first back in the 60s. We were the first company to ever have a distribution center instead of having all the vendors delivered directly to the stores. So as we've gotten better at this over and over and over again, and our sales keep going up, especially on the Sam's Club side, now we're sending them a lot more full pallets of things instead of just a couple cases here and a couple cases there. You know, on... You like that edge being another color, like an outline. Yeah, though I plan on doing that for sure. I was more talking about like the placement of the actual platform. Like, should it be shifted more to the left or shifted more to the right? Anyway, so for the Sam side, there's so many full pallets instead of just individual case picks that are going anymore that this facility doesn't really have much in the way of bandwidth to take on more without using the jump system that I put in place for them. So I made sure to express that to that leader that's in charge of the facility. And I don't know, they're going to have some sort of timeline that they can prove that they're not going to just lose the freight. And you know, I get it having a goal. I guess I get impatient, and I want people to be able to succeed really quickly. Sometimes they need time to actually get through it. This is huge. Like, I thought I had enough birch. We've used it all. It depends on what the platform is being used for. This is going to be my ultimate storage system. So it's going to have a ring of chests around it with an automatic sorting system that's attached to all of it, kind of similar to what I have in the farm in here. And then it's going to have other miniature things that are inside of it. I was leaning towards more having it shifted more to the left than to the right, just so it kind of makes that center-ish point over here, so it's not quite so edge-ish. Like, that can kind of be sitting outside the boundary of where this is. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sure, we'll go with that. So this is going to be the place where I go to put materials away, to go pick up materials, and will basically be my primary base of operations aside from the Guardian farm over there. This will be my mass storage facility. So, like, think of this as like, like a warehouse with a home attached to it kind of thing. That's a really good way to look at it, yeah. I get the hesitation. I appreciate you taking it seriously. Interesting. Oh my gosh, I can see the shadow for the creeper farm coming across over here. That's neat. this out. We'll just use up all the birch that we have. We already know we're going to have to go get more. Whoop. There we are. Better. Interesting choice of instrument on the song where they're using the organ that's there. Not very often you get to hear organs in music. That's like new music. It was really prevalent back in the 60s and 70s and a little bit in the 80s. Oh, and this is the last of it. This is the last of it. Oh, take another sip of the dew. Let's go. Dude, look at that earth shadow going up. Right underneath the moon. Oh, that's neat. That is really neat. Do we have more birch laying around somewhere? I wonder if we do. Not the yellow brick, red brick road. There's red bricks. No, I don't know if the bricks would really work well with this build. That was an interesting thought. I don't know if that's how you meant that, but that's how it came across. Follow, 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 follow the yellow brick road. I think I have more birch sitting over here inside these chests. A little bit. Not a ton. It's not really enough to do anything with. Do we have more sitting over here? What? You're part of the Lollipop Guild? Were you just talking about the Gilded Graphics? Because we can put these back inside this chest here. No, not that one. I want it. I wants it. I needs it. There we go. Better. All right. There we go. Getting it. I think I'm about ready to make a decision on the location of this thing here so I can start placing down chests. Okay, so really for this to work, it's going to have an indent that comes in like 3 blocks or 4 blocks. No, it's going to need to be more than that. Okay, let's go look at our other storage system that we got over there for the Guardian farm. So we'll need to know the width of how long things are. Okay. So front to back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks. And then that's the wall. And I'd like it if it had like a couple more blocks so you could walk around it. So it needs to be 9 blocks from whatever edge we have for a wall. This is a very large platform. Good. I wanted it to rival that. That's what I needed. Okay. Let's do that then. Alright, so let's take out our redstone box and we can start placing things down. We don't have a ton of chests, but we can get started on it at least. So we're going to go 9 blocks from the edge. So we'll have this as like a marker with a torch. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can I do math? I'm having a really hard time here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9th. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, that's good. Okay. So the first chest on the first slice, we're going to put 1 beyond it, 2 beyond it. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. So now we're ready for some hoppers. Decisions. You want to see some of my cats? Yeah, it's not. They're over there and I'm over here, so we're at an impasse. This is a problem. Alright, let's place some things down. We're gonna need to make a bunch more chests so we can make a bunch of hoppers. So hoppers will take a chest plus 5 iron? Yep, kind of like a shield, but it's an inverse shield. So it'll get us a bunch. We can get these all ready here. You had it sped up while I was singing the Yellow Brick Road. That's hilarious. Yeah, 5 Iron Frenzy. Reminds me of that Reliant K song they did about him where they did 2 versions of the same song. Same one. Okay, I'm having a hard time remembering what I need to do here. Mr. G, Love Cats calls your name. There it is. Okay. So it needs to go up. I think you need to have Coffee Lady as a guest for a few minutes sometimes and promo her channel so people see her shorts of this stream. You know, that is a good idea. She'd have to be willing to put her face on camera, though. On stream. We shall see. Okay, so the system that we're using up here is a slow system. I'm going to use an ice system for this. So instead of it flowing like this, it's going to have a ton of ice that's going over top of it instead. So it's going to fall down into these hoppers here. Okay, so let's go get, we'll need a bunch of these. We can use that. So it needs to fall forward into the lanterns, and then we can have the path behind it. Got it. Okay. Get all gussied up for next time? Yeah. Maybe if I wasn't in my pajamas. Yeah. Got you there. I understand that fully. Okay. So this is going to be our light sources here. And then we can take these and place this into here, and this is where we can put our filters in place. And that's the reason why it's facing into there, so it's not gonna instantly dump everything out. It'll only dump it out if it's the one thing that's supposed to be pulled out. Okay. Well, she put her face up on her channel so that we think it's okay. I agree, but being live on stream was a little different. I mean, just think back to when I tried to have Cake on here and I started asking questions. I don't want to put her in that position unless she's fully ready. So we'll see. We'll talk about it for sure. All right, so what color do I want to use for the block that I'm going to place all the redstone on? So over there we use the cyan blocks because it kind of matched everything. Over here we've got the yellow wool that's going to be going on top. Do we just want to use yellow? Just don't ask questions unless you discuss it ahead of time. That's a good idea. Hey, you're all caught up now. That's good. Welcome to the live version of the stream that you are currently watching. Interesting. So the sun fades away more and more as it rains longer. That's interesting. You thought you were going to learn about hoarding. That's what this is. This is the beginning of hoarding. This is Hoarding 101. First, have a huge area. Step 2, fill it up. Step 3, make sure you say that everything that's in here is extremely valuable and you cannot throw anything away. All right, so in order for this to work, we need to have the blocks on there. So we've got the different wool types. We have yellow handy here right now. Can I ask Mr. G if he can ask Ellie to ask her about Discord? Who is Elmira? I think that's her Discord. Yeah, that's her Discord. She just doesn't ever use Discord that much. Okay. Wow, look at that. Look at that. What is that? Is that the sun going down? That is so cool. What? Trust me, you know how to keep stuff. That's great, coffee lady. Thanks for that. Oh, it's the sun rising? Is that what it is? That doesn't seem right. Okay, I'm just glancing at this so I don't have to experiment with how the redstone actually needs to look. Right. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Got it. Okay. Portal away! You think Steve on my back looks suspiciously like Jesus? So you're saying Jack Black looks like Jesus? Love it. You think you could teach me a thing or two about hoarding? I'm down. Come on over. All right, so we got yellow wool and magenta. Is there a different color that we would want to use in here? Like, do we want to just use yellow wool on all of it and just have the redstone on top of it? Or do we want to use, like... Do we want to use anything else? Well, Jack Black has really kind of, like, increased his beardedness of everything that's going on, so that's fairly similar to what he looks like now, but... All right, my guy. I don't think so, Magoo. I guess I need to sleep. Watch that beautiful sunset in the rain. Oh my gosh, that was so amazing. Holy moly. There it is. Sunset, sunrise in the rain. Oh, that's neat. That is really neat. Put our extra iron away, because we don't need that. Trying to think on what we would do on there. You know, we could do... He's weird. He started out funny and all, not now though. Yeah. Well, that's kind of how it goes, right? Trying to think. So we could do light blue. Do we want to just do light blue? We could do that. I don't know. I think that just maybe sometimes people lose touch with reality. It's just like in corporations. You know, the people that are up there on the top, a lot of them started off as grunts, and they had really good ideas on things. But after 30 years of being on the top or something like that, it's really easy to get out of touch with things, you know? And I wonder if that's kind of what it's like with some of the actors that are out there, or the comedians, you know, where they think that they've got all their poop in a group when they really just don't, because they've been so insulated to what reality is for such a longest time. Tenacious D was the name of the band that he was in. And the album I remember was The Pick of Destiny. Uh-oh. Things aren't generating. I'm looking inside my house, and I'm not supposed to be able to look inside my house. There it is. We can... Yeah, we should just be able to take this and go to town. All right, light blue. Which one of you are going to go better with my birch? Hmm? Let's place down some birch, and then we can place a couple next to it just to kind of see what it looks like. So we got the light blue. Currently, at the other dig site, we're using cyan, which really goes well with all of the prismarine, the dark prismarine, and all those goods. So we're not planning on using that again. We've got the green. This is kind of the lime colored wool, so it's a brighter color. I think that's neat. And then we have a darker green color, which I'm not sure this one would really work. So I'm thinking it's going to be between... Oh, don't worry about it, Love Cats. You can totally just lurk. For those of you that are watching, you don't have to chat. I love it when you do because I love talking with you guys. If you got stuff going on or you just want to have it in the background, I'm down with that too. All right, so what are you thinking? Light blue or lime green? That's the direction I want to go. Because I was going to use yellow for the roof. I'm thinking the lime green would be really good. Light blue would work well. What do you think, Barley? Light blue or lime green? That is the question. You like the blue better? Interesting. Okay, I got one for Lou. One for Linda, who likes to shake her tushy. Back in Minnesota. You like the blue better. Okay, Linda, you're not listening to me, Linda, because I done asked you a question. You're not answering my question, Linda. Coffee lady's paying attention. Okay, Miss One Track Mind? Do you like the lime green or the light blue more to go with birch? No, it's gonna be. This is gonna be what's gonna be the redstone blocks that are behind it. You like the blue? Okay, 2 blues. There it is. See, this is why I ask, because sometimes my view on things may not be the best view on things. Because I was gonna go with the lime green, and you guys were like, no, 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 no. Oh no. Cat licks the butter. Okay. Got all of it. Let's go. This should be enough to get us through the entire storage facility. But if we need to come back, we've got tons more, so we can just do that. Oh, that was... I hit the leaves. And the leaves nearly killed me. Lime green was good too, but the light blue was better, and I understand that. That'll actually work better in the end to kind of tie the other things together, because I still wanted to have some of the accents from the other farm of the dark prismarine now that's there. We'll see. It'll work. It'll work. How would you guys feel about maybe one of these streams going through and setting stuff up on Twitch the rest of the way? Like, I've got the basics going on there, but I don't have everything set up that I want to have set up. You know? Like, I need to have all those extra splashes that come on screen when somebody follows or somebody donates bits or all those things. So we can kind of go through it. We can talk through it maybe for half an hour, 45 minutes or something like that. I don't know. It's a thought. It'd be kind of weird to do that on YouTube though, right? I don't know. I haven't decided. I'm so indecisive on it. I just need to follow my own advice to the other facility and just pull the trigger. Oh, so much better. So fast. Look at all that zooming that's going on there. You are blue. Dabu dee. Dabu die. I have a blue girlfriend. Dabu dee dabu die. There we go. We're starting to see some stuff in the background over there. Okay. 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 I don't know. Walking in here, if this is going to be the entrance that's here. This is very much so the corner. It seems like maybe it needs to be moved over. Moved over. It needs to be moved over. Yeah. Yep. It does that to me too whenever I'm trying to type. I love the edit function on iChats where I can go back through and edit it after I put sit bound and I meant down. Yep. Okay, so I think this needs to be moved over like 4 blocks. Yep, I'm gonna do that. It doesn't feel right. I'm gonna change it. See, this is what I'm talking about. Art often, sometimes you can be like Michelangelo and see it all ahead of time. But sometimes the next step presents itself as you're going along. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna move this. Yeah, not on YouTube. There's no edit functions for sure. But at least when you're chatting back and forth with us on phones, it's something you can do. There we are. Can use these blocks to get up. Yeah. There we go. Get rid of the extras that are up there. True about art, yeah. It's different whenever you're copying something, you know, and you're trying to imitate something that already exists. But whenever you're trying to make something new, sometimes you'll get inspiration, but you usually don't see the entire thing. See, this feels better now, where it's more off to the right a little bit, so whenever I walk in, I kind of have to turn. Yeah. Oh, let's look at this sunset. Let's look at this sunset. Look at it going down, guys. This is a block game that is extremely pixelated. Yeah, we get these beautiful sunsets. Isn't that something? Huh. Huh. Love it. I love it. Whoa, look at all these Endermen here, huh? All right, Creeper. Oh, man. All right, these Endermen are going to be problematic. There we go. Be gone! Be gone! There we go. Okay, so now we can place down our wool that we wanted to use for the redstone, and we can go to town. I think this is going to be good. And then this needs to be, I think, here. Yeah. Then we get this row here. This is where... Dude, glow squid! Ooh, shiny! Dude, that means that the area below here is low enough that they can actually spawn. Wow, that's cool. Love it. Is there more down there? There is. Oh, 3 more. Let's go. And it lights up the whole area too. Wow, that is neat. There we go. Did I miss any of those ink sacs? I did. Okay. There we go. Much better. Wow, I got 19 out of that. That's cool. That is very cool, yeah? Turn back on the pretty graphics. Alright, so now to place the things. We're going to need the torches. We're going to need the repeaters and the comparators and redstone dust. So start off with the repeaters here. No delay. Then we'll get the torches here. Then we can place down our supporting row. Alright, then we get the comparators. Whoop, that's not comparators. These are comparators. There it is. And then we can get down all of our redstone dust to support it. There we go. Okay, so now we can test this. This... I believe this is it, right? So we should just be able to go like this, and it should all be locked. It goes down to 1. Yes, we did it! Okay, sweet. Now we can put the stuff away. We can just get our first couple filters in place. Get things going. Yeah. Alright, get these in here. We've got the filter blocks over yonder. Do you remember what we named them? Do you? Do you remember what we named our filter blocks that are necessary for this? Okay, you ready for it? Get filter fish. Get filter fish. And that's totally fine, don't worry about it. It was really random, and it was like, what? 6 months ago that we put that in place? Maybe longer? I think it was longer because I had it done back in, what, December? No, it was before then. Okay, so we're going to put this in here so that only one item will trigger. And that's why we name it something. So Minecraft won't stack something if it has a different name. So if I put a period at the end of one of these, then that would no longer stack. So what do we want to have as our first filter? Probably something stony and deep slaty. So I think that's what it's likely going to be. We're going to place... Uh-oh. No! I broke it! Okay. That's a bummer. That's fine. We can put these at the bottom here. This is just where we're going to store all of our filters. Okay. We've got a ton of deep slate over yonder. A ton. A ton. We're going to go get a few of those so we can just get that ready. This is not going to be a fast project, guys. This is going to be something that's going to take multiple streams to set up because of the amount that we're going to need. I'm going to try to do some grinding as much as I can to get the wood off camera so you guys get to watch the more exciting stuff. Exciting. Redstone! But, yeah, it's going to take some time. All right, let's go down. Get all the deep slate. Boom. Okay. Oh, I went mining out a ton of tuff in here, by the way. So we needed all of it. So let's just go ahead and take all this cobble deep slate out. There's nothing that we can really take. Okay, that's cool. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Very nice. So we're going to have so much deep slate that I'm going to have the first 3 slices all just be deep slate. Whenever we go strip mining, that's going to be the number one thing that we get. It used to be, back before they had deep slate, that it was just cobblestone. That would be the primary ingredient in all this. But now that this is what spawns down below, okay, so all 3 of those should have this. Very good. Very good. Okay. All right. I need to go use the restroom real quick, guys. Okay? Okay? So give me just a moment here. But I can put on some really good music for you guys in just a second. Let's do this. Let's do this. You pause the stream music that's there for a second. Here we go. I'll be back, guys. Hang on a sec, okay? Okay, I have returned. I have returned. Let's get the music back going. Music is life. Wouldn't that be awesome if Mikey just took his cue and was like, okay, it's time for me to stream now, guys. Woof, woof. There we are. Okay. So the last thing to get started is going to be the water stream. Okay, so I'm trying to think about how this is going to work. It's going to need to go around. And how is that going to work, though, for it to be picked up? Do I have to go up a whole extra layer? Or should it go on the inside? Kind of crappy? Haha, I see what you did there. All right. We have nothing in the ice box. You realize that? You realize we have no ice? Like, 0? None? Why? Why? We gotta go get some. We're gonna need this. Not a ton, just like a couple stacks. Something like that. Thankfully, we're right next to an ice spikes biome, so we can get all that we need in quick fashion. I say we tear down this one. Let's do it. All right, Silk Touch, activate. Leave it to my dad to make the poop jokes. Get the poop emojis in the chat to support him, okay? There we are. It's been a while since I've had to collect any ice. Probably been about 6 months as well since we did our last collection system. But I used it all on the nether pathway, actually. We didn't use any of it for that purpose. Interesting. Fascinating, isn't it? All right. Let's load her up. Can't hold a ton of stacks all at once, but that's okay. We can get rid of this one black wool. We don't need it. There we are. There we go. Let's go down one more. Oh man, who would have thought that ice would be this useful in order to make for excellent transport? By the way, you guys see that flashing that's on that happens as I'm going through on here? That is a known bug with Minecraft. And Mojang has identified it as a problem, but they have not said when they're going to fix it. Unfortunate. There we are. Oh, missed a couple. Missed a couple. Can't miss them. No, don't miss it. Okay. You're still here. That is good. That is good. The last thing I really wanted to do before I finish the stream was to just get the beginnings of the ice path set up for the storage system. That's really what I wanted to get done last. But once I get that settled, then we can just duplicate away. Get it in there. Nice. We got plenty of stacks. We can just take this and go fly home now. You heard that polar bear in the background there? Is that a mama bear? Those are the only ones that'll attack you. Here we go. Our little miniature bridges kind of look nice from far away. I'm down with that. Look at that. Alright, so here's the question. Can ice be placed directly on a chest and it still be open? I'm thinking that answer is no. So I'm not remembering how I did this in the past. cannot. It cannot. So how's that going to work then? So this has to be where the items flow on the water. And the ice is what's going to allow it to transport around fast enough in order to get recirculated around so it's not going to despawn. We could just raise it up one layer. I think that's probably going to be the best bet. That's going to be the simplest way of doing it. So let's do that. Okay. We're going to have to raise everything up one. The whole thing. The whole shebang. Let's go ahead and take out our filters here because they will fail. There we go. And then we can go ahead and break all these. Did I collect everything? I did not. And that's because these are locked still. Alright, where... These need to just face... No, they don't. They need to face in the same as the others. And this... Just need to get 6 more, and then I can put it on top. Okay, yeah. I know where... Okay, I know what I'm doing here. I'm a professional. There we go. We can place back down our comparators here. Oh, in order to do this, I'll have to dig this one out. Let's just go ahead and do that now. Maybe? Is that not where that is? It is not. I don't need to dig that out. Okay. There we are. Where are my super shears? I have super shears that are in here. Yeah, this music is pretty nice, isn't it? It's pretty chill. I enjoy it. Super shears of action. Let's go. Yes. Here we are. Tis better, yes. This line needs to be there for the redstone torches. Still. There we go. And then we'll need to place a new line here. That'll be for all of the repeaters, once again. Yeah. Repeater 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're out. Okay. And we should be able to place down our redstone dust to tie it all back together again. And then we can place back in our filters. And all will be well in the world once more. I get the feeling we lost something in here. We're missing 1 redstone dust. Because it's in the water. Hey, there we go. All right, Dangle 2, take me home. There we are. Sweet. So now we can get our filters back in for gefilter fish. Because I'm Cleaver. There we are. Good, good, good. take back out a couple of these stacks. Put them back in place. Yeah. Nice. Put our ice box away. Your dad says hello. Well, hello. How you doing, father of Ms. Love Cats? Just about time to sleep. Then we can get our water flow in place and test it out. All right. So in order for this to work, we're going to have some glass or iron bars in the middle of this all the way through. The water will come flowing this way and shove everything up against the end. We're going to have like a chest or a honey block that's there. I am doing very well. It has been a pretty good day. Day one back from helping out in California. Get to play some Minecraft. Yeah, good stuff. So I'm thinking light blue glass is going to be the way to go with the light blue stuff that's there. And we've got some dye over here. And we have some light blue stained glass. Perfect. There we go. Sweet. And we'll come out one more just to hold that there. Then we'll need to have another barrier that's going to be on this side over here. But I think those need to be solid glass blocks if I remember right. Yes, possibly. All right, so we can just test this with the water real quick here, just to kind of see how it's going to go. We need to take out our ice box. We need one more, quite possibly. Yep. Yep. I think this is just going to go this way. Yep. That's what it's going to be. That's what it's going to be. Panda Gamer. Welcome to the chat, Panda. Caught us finishing up the beginnings of a storage system for our world here. Yeah, this is Better RTX. With the Defined PBR from MadLad that's on there. So get all of the cool awesomeness for all the shadows and everything. Makes it a lot more enjoyable to play, that's for sure. And hopefully to watch. All right, so for the edge of this, we could either use a chest or we can use a honey block. It just needs to be something that's not quite a complete full block. The chest is the easiest way for right now, but we'll probably end up changing that with as time goes by. Yeah. It's your first time seeing us. Well, dude, welcome to the stream, man. That's pretty awesome. All right. Should have... Where's my regular glass at? I thought I had a ton of glass. Apparently I just have cyan glass. Is that this one here? I think it is. We're gonna need to go get some more glass here in a minute. That's fine. Okay. Well, we can just use these quartz pillars for now. Just to kind of put it in place. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. We try to be not overbearing all the time on on this stream. Okay, so now if I place the water down, I'll need to have something that's going to block it from going over there, so we can just use a button. Remember when we used to have like 30 stacks of buttons? You hope I get to 10,000 subscribers. Holy moly, so do I. Gosh, that would be amazing. All right, so now we should be able to place down this bucket here. We'll get one more piece of water. We're going to have to extend this out just un poquito. You will not... well, thank you so much for liking the video, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, so usually I stream every Saturday from around 6 to 9 p.m. Mountain Time. So yeah, that would be your jam. If you want to watch some good family-friendly Minecraft fun where we're just doing survival world on a realm with a couple other dudes and a lady, this is the place for you. Water bucket. We do have the water bucket. It is in place. Okay, so this is going to flow 6 blocks is what we want. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, come across. Go one more, because this is where our button's going to be. Yaw. And then we should be able to place down the water. So this is more of a proof of concept, if anything, just to make sure that this is actually going to flow the way that it's supposed to. That's where we want it to go. And it made a huge mess, but that is totally fine. Okay, so now if I go onto the top there and plug in this deep slate, it should just shoot out, but you're going to see probably 2 to 4, maybe a little more, that'll actually be sucked up into the system. Oh, a lot more did. That's good. That's what we wanted. The whole thing was. Okay, so now we can kind of stress test it. Let's take a stack. Yeah, so the stream music I'm using, just so you know, is free. It is called slip.stream. Pretty neat stuff. There we go. So it picked up everything that I wanted it to pick up. That's pretty awesome. Sweet. So we've got the first couple slices ready on this. And it picked it up just the way that we needed to with this chest. That's pretty awesome. Yes. Ah. That's good. That is very good. Okay. So now we're going to take out just this first section of water here because we're going to continue to work on it. We don't want it to fall apart. Yeah, I spent... I don't know, a good 4 or 5 hours just pouring through all the songs on slip.stream and trying to find good music that I thought I would enjoy if I were watching a stream. Yeah, it's good stuff. Okay, so what else do we want to have for our slices here? So we've got 2 for the deep slate. This might need to come out farther in order to make sure that it's actually balanced. But we can move it in the end. That's totally doable. All right, so usually we'll have a lot of cobblestone too, especially when we go to dig out a slime farm eventually down the line, way down the line. We're gonna have so much, and it's gonna fill that up there too, because that's gonna go down not quite to deep slate. Okay, and then what else? I don't know. We'll just start with the cobblestone and the stone variants, and we'll just start adding that stuff in. I believe I actually have some in my inventory right now. I sure do. Okay, let's take 2 of those stacks. And we can go plug those in. Stack 1. Stack 2. There it is. And we're going to want to have regular stone as well. And I think we have several stacks of those next to the lighthouse. Totally. Are you trying to go British now on me, Barley? There we go. We've got 2 stacks. Sweet. What's the other common stuff that we're going to want to use on there? I don't know. We could do dirt. I haven't decided. Yeah, let's just go with dirt and grass. And we'll only need one slice for each, I think. So we'll just take those, and then we should be able to fly back and take care of that. Nah, just thug. Okay. Whatever you say, Barley. Alright, so we have how many slices? Do we want one slice of regular stone, or do we want two? We'll just start with one. I think that'll be fine. And we tend to have more regular dirt than grass, so we can make the final slice that we have set up to be regular dirt. There we go. There we go. So imagine this. As far as the eye can see, storage system. Yes. Oh man, this is going to be good. You know, I kind of like this quartz around here too. Like, it makes it look clean, but I'm not sure that it's actually going to go with our pattern that we've got going on here. Like, I'm wondering if maybe bamboo blocks or the bamboo planks would look a lot better there, so you kind of get that yellowish color. I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you think on that coloring that's there? Take our super shears of doom and put those away. Ha. Okay. Go put away our leftover grass that we have, at least for right now. So this is going to be the benefit, dude, of having this system. We'll make it so that whenever we go on like some expedition where we have to dig out a huge hole for a lighthouse, or we're digging out for a beacon, or we're going mining for iron or whatever, all the extra stuff we can actually store away. Gosh, man, you can see that from this far away. That's really neat. It's going to be good, guys. It's going to be really good. You'll see. You'll see. So we'll take some bamboo planks and we can go take a look at this. Talk through it a little bit, see what that looks like. 'Cause we have a lot of bamboo. I mean, like a lot. Like a lot. So we could take this stuff. We should be able to go to town with it. Let's, the bed's over there. Oh, we got another wandering trader. Sweet. Nice. Okay, so now if we were to put this back with this here, we could do something on the underside too, like fence posts or half slabs or stairs or something like that to make it kind of blend a little bit. I really like that quartz look though. Goodness. Alright, let's just do this real quick. Don't know. What do you guys think? What do you think of that coloring that's there? ¿Qué piensas tú? Yeah, we're definitely going to bring this back. Probably 2 more blocks, so it'll have a 2-block space in here, so we can go walking through before we start the slicers that go this way. Yeah. I think that's what we're going to have to do. Parse arts and all the coloring for this. So I replaced the quartz with these bamboo blocks that are on there. One of the things that we can do as well, that is not what I was looking to do, is we could make, let me show you. So you can take these planks and you can turn them into, oh, where is it? I know what it is. I can do this. Hi. There it is. Bamboo mosaics, which I think would actually look better here. Yep. That does look better. So instead of having that on there, just so it kind of goes with the flow of everything else that's here. You like the purple with the blue. There is no light purple though. Like, is there? Trying to think. There is cyan terracotta, which kind of has a purplish hue to it. I like it. I like it. Okay, well, there's some sitting over yonder. Wandering trader, let's see what you got here. You got anything good for me? Firefly bushes! Yes! I've been waiting for this to show up so I can go get some. We've explored so much in this world that they just don't spawn nearby. Like, I'd have to go like 50,000 blocks away or something like that in order to find them. Sweet. Let's take a decent amount. Let's go. And I should have some of that cyan terracotta sitting over there, shouldn't I? I do not. So that means none of the guys actually sell it. I've got two people that sell the green glazed terracotta, one of the pink, one of the white, light gray, and the pink. And there's no way to re-dye those. You have to use regular terracotta. But this is like a crystal palace? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah. It's pretty neat. Oh man, I don't have any of the terracotta. I thought for sure I would, but I don't. I mean, I know where Mesa is, so we could go get some. But I was hoping I could test it like right away. Sweet. Let's do this. Okay, so we wanted more pale oak. And then we're gonna need these fireflies. What else you got, buddy? Do you have any other goods for me? Baked potatoes. Nope, not really. Okay. All right, we gotta take care of this part. Look away, guys. Okay, nothing happened. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. You can take Dingle 2 and go put stuff away. What part of the stage looks like a cross? I didn't see that. All right, we need to go put back all these things. Yes. And we can put away the leather that we just collected along with our new leads. I can hear my kids thumping away downstairs. They must be getting bored of the stream. Terracotta, 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 terracotta. I know what color that it needs to be. Okay. All right, so let's put away our wood. What else? We're gonna need just a couple of chests here, just to kind of hold the leftover stuff from all of our builds that we're trying to do over here. Yep. Yep. We can take our lanterns and put them away. Okay, let's just... When I look at where I'm going to have storage, it looks like a cross before you get to it. Does it? Well, that was unintentional. Oh, yeah. Ha! Fancy that. I was actually planning on putting a build over here at some point. I just don't know what it's going to be. All right, let's go over to the mesa and see if we can get some cyan terracotta. And then we can put that in place just to get kind of the basics down. Oh, we love you too, Love Cats. Thanks. Then we can test that coloring that's on there, and then we can end the stream. Because we've been going for a little bit over 3 hours. We're kind of in overtime right now. Dude, I was watching back that stream from when we did that mob hunt. It was 3 hours and 40 minutes long after I caught out that first 10 minutes. That's a long stream. That's a very long stream. You know, I just realized why they have frogs all along that corridor. Because the magma creams can be eaten by the frogs. And it makes the Oh my gosh, we could use that. The pearlescent lanterns? Yes. This is looking really cool. With the new graphics that are on there, the pixelation that's going on, oh my gosh. And then the purple glow on top, shining on top of it. That is so cool. Well, thank you, Love Cats. I'll make that's awesome. Thank you. All right, my guy. We need to get up on top. I love it how it is that Rag has these armor stands of all the different types that are on there. I'm hoping that I can be cool like him one day and do that too. All right, so we need to go more north. And that's the way we want to go. So we got the mesa sitting up over here on the northwest. We do see them as Love Cats. Thank you very much. That is so sweet. Interesting. Looking at all these caves that are on here. There's the mesa. Do you see the peak there? You got the little archway too that's there. It kind of reminds me of the Mesa Verde. Okay, so cyan terracotta is not a naturally generating terracotta. So we need to just get regular terracotta and dye it with cyan. Okay. This looks like a great build spot or mining spot. Yeah. Let's do it. Terracotta, the thing that makes all the clay pots, we are now going to use as decoration. So normally, you got someone on Java, they'll have to place down a beacon or something like that in order to make sure they insta-mine this. But Bedrock exclusive! You get from the very edge, you can just run at it with an efficiency 5 and it breaks as if you have haste. Of course it's in my heart. It's always in my heart. That's awesome. Oh, it's an armored armadillo. Interesting. Hey, we don't have a bed. This could prove to be problematic in the desert. Because then I'll feel like I'm out in the desert on a horse with no name. Got skeletons chasing my back. Is this orange terracotta? It is. Fascinating, isn't it? In the server I used to run back in the day, I built my base in a mesa. Terracotta was my best friend. We go way back. We go way back. So we're not getting a ton. We're just getting some. Just so we can kind of see what it looks like. Oh, I like that kind of yellow fog that's at the edge of the earth shadow there. You see that in the background? There we go. Okay. So we got a few stacks. We didn't need a ton, we just needed some. So now we can go back home. I see someone's been exploring in that mesa. Nice. That looks like a random portal in the middle of nowhere. Because it is. Love it. Look at this flower palace. I think this is Amanda's place. Okay, so now we're going to need to get cyan dye. And in order to make our cyan terracotta. Yeah, what an awesome view, right? That's a lot of fun. get our boat Gen A out. Okay, my guy. Don't hit me. Thank you. We'll play the avoidance game, and it's totally fine. Okay, gotta go straight. Try to go straight. There it is. There it is. Here we go. Now we're on the path. Sweet. Okay. We don't have any of the cyan sitting up here, do we? I don't think we do. I think I had it in my glass box that we set down out there. Need some water. Okay. Okay, where's that glass? The glass is here. And there's the cyan. Sweet. So now we can make our cyan. That's like gray. We don't want the gray. We want to not waste rockets. Got it. Just have some dye in here. Is it going to be light blue that I want? We take the white dye and the blue dye, and we get light blue dye. There it is. That's the coloring. You see that, Barley? You see that? That's what we were looking for right there. So we can make a few of those. We'll have enough to do what we want. Sweet. Get rid of the mosaic. Although it was a good idea. Not exactly what we were looking for. Look at that. It's like that purplish hue, just like what you were talking about. Perfect. There it is. Time to sleep. Angel is cooking. What's she making? Ooh, is that a swiftness drink? Yes. It sure is. It's called Super Speed right there. Okay. You see that, Barley? What do you think? What do you think of that coloring that there? Slight purple hue. It's kind of like a lavenderish color. Yeah? Yeah? That's what we're looking for. Let's go. I'll put away the rest of the terracotta here. We got a little bit of extra from the lady. 7. Make one more redstone block. So we can put everything away. Toss the gunpowder that we don't need. Put away the bamboo blocks that we're not going to use any longer. Sweet. Okay. So then underneath that can be... It feels like there needs to be something supporting it. What if it was... Polished deep slate? That's what I'm thinking. Perfect. So let's go like... We'll make one of these. We'll make the rest of these. Just to kind of test it. So I'm thinking the stairs are going to be the way to go on this. Or we could do the slab look. Yeah? I think that pulls it together. What do you think? Hmm? Barley? Yes. I'm thinking so. I'm thinking so. I think this is an excellent start. Let's just go with these guys here. Let's just get a few more of those stairs so we can kind of complete the look real quick. And then we can end the stream, guys. Yeah, sweet. Okay, let's finish it off. All right, dudes. All right, dudes and dudettes. Thank you so much for joining on the stream today, on this lovely Saturday on May 17th. So we were able to get the beginnings of a storage system going. We got the bridge to nowhere that now is no longer to nowhere. We got some of this started. So why do we stream? Why do we do this? We do this because we want to spread joy to the world, like outside of Christmas time. So how do we do that? We spread joy. We're kind to each other. We're gentle with each other. We encourage each other. We're there for each other whenever we're depressed or having a bad day, so we can talk it through. It's a really great community that we got going on here. But what we're doing this for is really to spread the joy of Jesus Christ. So he is my personal Lord and Savior. And he can be your Savior too. All you got to do is choose Christ. Pretty good. Pretty good with the music there. So what does that mean? What does it mean to choose Christ? He died for you. He died for all of your. He died for you so that way he can make a pathway for you to come to him. He is the embodiment of perfection, and he can't have something that is tarnished by impurity. And that's what we do just by living. By living, we just do things that are wrong on accident. We don't necessarily mean to, but it's just in our blood. And that sucks because we don't want to do wrong, right? I don't want to do wrong. I want to do right. So, what do? You admit that you have the problem, and you go to the one that can save you from it all. Because no one else can be perfect except God himself, right? So that's all you need to do. All you got to do is just admit it and say, hey, I'm a sinner, and I can't do good on a permanent basis. I can do a couple good things here and there, but everything just tends toward evil, and I hate that. I don't want to do that. So you just come to him, just lay it before him and say, look, I'm a sinner. I know I've done wrong, and I know that you died for me, and you can come live through me instead of just being that judgmental God that everyone thinks that he is. He's actually a merciful and graceful God where he wants to take care of you. He wants to be there for you. He wants to be that loving good father and that person who loves you intimately so much that no one else could love you even close. All you got to do is just choose him. It's a free gift. You don't have to do anything about it. Once he starts living through you, he changes you from the inside out, and you start doing what he wants you to do automatically. It's really neat. It's really neat. So thank you guys for joining. Everyone in the chat today, Panda, if you catch this on the flip side there, appreciate you jumping in the stream in the very end there. Hope you join us again in the future. Until next time, make sure you guys keep an eye out for my posts. I may be switching over to Twitch. We'll probably test it out at some point in order to make sure everything works. If you have not already done so, please make sure that you like the video. Give that thumbs up, way up, like Siskel and Ebert from back in the day, or Ebert and Roper, whichever one you want to focus on. And then make sure you subscribe to Dark Maestro. Join that group, join the Army of Light, so that you're there for everything that comes through, and then make sure you ding that little bell. Ding! So you get all of my notifications for when I put a post out, or if I'm going to go live, or if there's going to be shorts or videos that are posted. And then last but not least, make sure you check out Coffee Lady. Coffee Lady 150:6. She's been making a bunch of shorts, and she's really awesome at just capturing the moment. That was really awesome. So she made a short recently featuring the lighthouse that we got in the background there, with a lighthouse song going on there. It's pretty awesome. So check it out. You guys be awesome to each other. Be the beacon.